Hello everybody, this is Salvatore Vinciguerra. Welcome to North Florida. This is the Blackwater River State Park. Here's a map of the Blackwater River State Parks, and this is their campsites, and you can see where the pavilions are. Plenty of pavilions. There's playgrounds for the children. The children can go swimming. It's very educational for the bird watching. I'm in site 27, and I find that these sites are very nice compared to some of the other state parks in Florida. I'm going to show it to you in just a second. We have paved roads, and there's gravel instead of sand, so kind of a modern facility for being really out here in the woods in northern Florida. I don't know if this was always like this. It also has the full hookup, so you can dump if you would like to right at your site. And the sites are very cheap. They're about $25 to $30. This is part of the picnic area. Part of the white sandy beach areas that they have here. I've seen people swimming in this water. And one of the unique things about this particular park is although they have white sandy beaches out here and you're north of the Gulf of Mexico, you have these beautiful white sandy beaches, but then you have this blackish water, and that's what gives this park its name. These bridges are also part of the park, and it's described as a very small park, and so they do have limited staff while you're staying here. And I was warned about some of the wildlife, that they have rattlesnakes and water moccasins, and it's that time of year. And just to be mindful that they are there. And the bridges throughout the park are a part of the Blackwater Heritage State Trail, and it follows a railroad of some of the railroads that are in the north part of the state. This is called the Chain of the Lakes Nature Trail, which is about 1.5 hour walk alongside the river to the swamp. I'm not going to do all of it, but I'll just walk down a little bit of it. The swamp is very close to the beach, so you may hear some voices in the background of people swimming. This is a part of Florida that we have to be cautioned about the dangers of alligators. Then the boardwalk leads into the beachy area, and there are people kayaking and swimming in this area. This is the view. There's a walking bridge that I'm walking on to get these photos. This is a part of the canoe loading and unloading area. A little bit about the history of this particular state park. It opened in 1968 and contained about 360 acres. In 1981, they added about 230 more acres acquired from the Division of Forestry and there's a state forest very close to this particular site. Blackwater River State Park has one recorded archaeological site, and it's unnamed stone scatter, which could be as old as 10,000 years or as recent as a few hundred years. They don't know. And since the rivers in Florida have been a major transportation way, the corridors of these rivers in Florida contribute, to humans and how they transported many different things themselves as a way to get around the state of Florida. And they indicated that these ways and these rivers as modes of transportation could be as old as 10,000 years. So very interesting archaeological properties that I've talked about in some of my videos, in which even the logging industry is important here too. And there are very near to this site are some logging industry. This particular state park is located very close to Milton and Pensacola. Atlantic white cedars line the river. In 1982, one of the park's cedars was designated Florida Champion, the largest of its species. The park was also designated as a registered state natural feature in 1980 for its exceptional value in illustrating the natural history of Florida. I already told you that there's some wildlife here. There's some white-tailed deer, bobcats, I hope they don't come out at night, and turkeys are very common. They also have otters, and I already mentioned they have some alligators. But people are swimming in the water, so that doesn't really bother me. You may also see some woodpeckers, hawks, warblers, and Mississippi kites. You can sometimes hear the birds in the background of the videos. This poster talks about the Great Florida Birding Trail and the different kinds of birds that we have here in the northern part of Florida and in the Blackwater State Park. This is a trail in the northern part of the park. You can see how some things around here look a little bit burnt, and they put up a sign warning people that sometimes in forestry a controlled burn can actually be beneficial to a park. They also have these pavilions that I think you can rent out, and restrooms that look very similar to this. This is an example of a cypress swamp. You can see the different levels of the trees. Here's another part of the park. This is another beach area. They seem to have plenty of places where you can come and swim. I want to show you how shallow the water is. And if you look down here very carefully, you can see the beach line and how people could just go in there, put their feet in, walk in there, and cool off. A lot of Florida state parks have something called Pinelands, and these are all of the different pine trees that they have here. This is in the back of the campsites. There's a special trail that you can go on that leads to the beach. Thank you for watching this video on Blackwater River State Park in North Florida. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful day.